Say it slow right now until the truth comes out. I gave you everything, and I gave you everything. Say it slow right now, left alone, cried out. I gave you everything, and I gave you everything. I don't understand what they want from me. They take my hands, washing them in dirty water. Try to find what's right in a distant place, so far away. The silence fills my heart with empty space. But now I'm sure of where I'll go from here. And tensions rise, they push me to divert my vision. But I will break the ceiling and the walls that kept me in for all this time, and all the reasons that I cannot find. They'll wait for me to fall under that pressure. They'll wait for me to give it up. Well, I will not work against the forces I trust. Have to stay above the rushing water.
Oh. Good evening, everyone on the APAC server. Today I'll be following the APAC server, obviously. So there is no need to repeat that. No reason for me to repeat that. I mean, anyway, it's the first previous skill tournament, and currently we are on day 2, the second stage. For those of you who have no idea what the format of this previous skill tournament is, it's the same as the autumn season. So that means we have a double elimination in stage 1 best of 3. All games are played in best of 3. 4 teams in each group, and of course, you know, double elimination means the team that loses 2 rounds gets eliminated. And in the first stage, we have 2 teams that are top 2 in their respective group advancing to stage 2, and today we are following stage 2, which will be also a double elimination. However, there are more battles to follow. All games are played in best of 5 series, except for the upper bracket first round, where the games will be played in the best of 3 series. Once again, 4 teams in each group. And if you have no idea what a double elimination is, I hope this visualization will help you a little bit. So basically, each team will play at least 2 fixtures. And double elimination format for 4 teams is the same, no matter which stage you're in. Just ignore both teams advance to the third stage. There is no third stage, but I can't find a better graphic here. Here are the number of cups that are allocated to each team, depending on where they finish. So this is the same as the autumn season. So the number of cups that each team can earn will progressively increase. So first, we only have like 2,305 cups today given to the team that finishes first. However, it's still important to get a good result in the first 3 previous Q tournaments. That will give you a good gap between your team and also the team that is currently below top 8 or top 16. However, things could shuffle a lot when we go to the 4th previous Q tournament, whereby there are a lot of cups that you could earn. 8,137 cups could be obtained for the final day, and in total you can earn like 15,000 cups. So of course, do perform the best in the 4th previous Q tournament. And I had my doubts about this allocation, the number of cups that are allocated, but it works pretty good in the autumn season. So I hope this is going to do well this season too, especially when the seeding this season is not as good, to be perfectly honest. But this is kind of a minor issue at the moment. I hope we will get a great top 8. This is the timeline for the APAC server, not the same as the EU server, but the same as the NA server. So we have 4 professional skill tournaments, and here are the dates. The professional tournament will be held on the 13th to on the 10th to the 13th of May. The final stage being 18th to the 20th of May. Challengers tournament and the lower echelon championship. The dates are the 10th to the 14th of May, which I will be following the grand final, obviously, and hopefully the lower echelon the lower bracket final for the challengers tournament. And here is the schedule for April. I hope Talia will release one for May soon. So you just have to take note of the purple blob being no, not the purple blob, the orange blobs, which denote the dates for the kind of the big previous year tournament. If you want to roll out with your friends, then there are quick tournaments held on every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can earn coins even for the Saturday tournaments, which you could then redeem some good prizes that you can't redeem without playing tournaments. Here's the bracket I'm following tonight, also known as the Group of Death. We have RISQ, TSIA, SDIJ, and Insert in the same group. We'll talk more about the teams that are competing this season. It is quite different than what I was briefing in the last couple of streams, and we will go over them soon. But these 4 teams are all pretty strong teams, so you're guaranteed exciting matches tonight. And just like the autumn season, we'll first follow the upper bracket first round, and then the lower bracket first round, lower bracket final, and finally grand final. So we probably could only see RISQ in the grand final unless they lost in the, and then unless they lose in the upper bracket final, where we could potentially meet them in the lower bracket final. But we shall see. We will witness the top 4 being decided in this group, and it's a RISQ number 1, not 4, which is a mistake. To correct that, hope this is now correct. Apologies. Next, we have the power rating, and this is calibrated before the games. Happened yesterday. There are a lot of clans that are newly added to this power rating, but then there are also a lot of notable omissions. Previously we have like 6 clans, 6 Japanese clans that are fighting competitively. However, this season it was almost completely obliterated. We are left with only like the original lineup here being Nomad, and they now have a subsidiary clan which is Nemad here. And we also have Sosna, a new Japanese team. Although they have players from GRXT which first participated last season, and they didn't finish in the top 16. It's an interesting clan to follow. But you might know we have lost a lot of professional teams this season. If you compare it to the autumn season, we have the likes of RISQ, GVID, GRS, RN, GRS, RN. Oh, come on, I just have to remember the names. Sorry, let's do it. Let's do this again. In autumn season, we have RISQ, ID, P1. Yes, P1. I forgot P1. Sorry, XFK. We're forgetting your clan. RISQ, GV, ID, P1, RN, GRS, Nomad, and Riri. We lost P1 or in the winter season EBG. We lost RN or Wise in the winter season. We lost GRS or Sarso in the winter season. So we lost 3 really strong top 8 teams. Especially the top 4 teams. We lost 2 of them. Last season we saw GV stepping up and they claimed the 2nd place. This time, this top 4, the 4th position will be up for grabs. Essentially, we could see Nomad, NQ, RY, and SDIJ battling for that final spot in the top 4. But this is potentially one of the weakest top 8. But then there are lots of shoes to fill for the clans are going to finish in the top 8 this season. So it's going to be exciting. There are a lot of unknowns. I think APAC server, we are currently in a rebuilding stage. 2021 is obviously the peak of APAC server, as we all know. And then 2022, autumn season APAC server, that top 8 is one of the most competitive top 8 we've ever witnessed. But this spring season, we lost a lot of notable clans. But then you might also be aware of 2 insert teams. So the one with the number 1 at the beginning is comprised of mostly Rats players. but not entirely rats. We also have Insert, arguably their first team according to XAFK, having most players from 7 Simp or Brown. EVG is not the same EVG as last season. They are ICT, which you might know from 2019 and kind of a notorious one, where they got disqualified. But yeah, and according to XAFK, TSIA is noted for finishing second in the Chinese server. There are lots of Chinese clans playing this season actually. I think ICT is one of them, which is EVG playing under the clan of EVG. Before I forget to get to the room, I'm just going to go in. I'm just going to go to the room very quickly. We also have TSIA being from China. XPT didn't play in the Chinese server, but they are noted for playing. They are noted for playing in the, in the previous APAC seasons. We also have SBZ, which is originally from China. I mean. I think they have Just Stewards, which was from EA, so they are not a bad team at all. And yeah, I think we could name like 3 of them. And obviously, we have Scam, which is arguably the second team of Boon, and Rise is a new team actually. I don't know. I couldn't remember whether they have players from previous clans. So once again, I'm just calibrating this. So this will very much change with the results from that are coming in the first Super Skill tournaments. So I am just putting new rating. I'm just putting an initial rating for all of these new clans, which might not indicate their exact skill at the moment. So yeah, so you will see a lot of changes. I think now Rise is not in the top 16 anymore in the power rating with their losses. But yeah, but we'll go to the room right now. So I'm just going to exit the PowerPoint so that it doesn't mess up with stuff with my stream and so on. And yes, this is SDIJ versus Insert. SDIJ, we are seeing a double strip K. Okay, SDIJ, I didn't talk to you about SDIJ. They have mostly players from last, so they're definitely a top 8 contender and looking for a top 4 too. And NQRY is EA from the winter season or Riri from the autumn season. So hopefully I have explained stuff. So we go to Alpine stuff first. Once again, double strip Ks for SDIJ and I7, double VK, double MLE, Insert, double T110E5. Oh, we'll take a look at the lineup again as we go into the first battle of tonight. 1215B, 1 IS4, 1 IS7, 1 Mouse, 1 T100 LT, and double T110E5. We're in the first battle of Alpenstadt. And this is a player with a questionable name. Might not be appropriate to say it on the stream, but you know who I'm talking about. We'll look at Tuhu and a T100 LT, which might be getting some spots for the Insert team or the Rats team. But we could see Insert looking to go to C mainly, but precision fire is a little bit alone. He has support from the back side, but as we all know, Aqua was very aggressive, and Jones took the same position and got absolutely maulered. But SDIJ made no hesitation to push immediately. They're trying to get Christopher out of the way, but Super Mouse might have overcommitted here. It's all about focus fire, and SDIJ is looking to take out Christopher, and Super Mouse might be very low as well. The hit points are now neck and neck, and we have descended into Anarchy, and we also have Super Mouse being taken out, and the WH player is going to be the next focus for Insert, and it's the next tank down. Precision fire is down. It is chaotic, and it all relies on the focus fire now. If any team here is letting up their focus fire, they lose. And we could see another tank being taken out. SDIJ is gradually getting the lead here. They're looking for Evil Rises next. And Insert, their focus fire is tailing off now, and they need to maintain the discipline. King Bluewell is now down to a one-shot, and AO will get that tank out. And now we have SDIJ looking to kill Evil Rises next, and that will be taken out by Obaya. And Sherrod is going to be potentially a focus for SDIJ, but they're looking to take out 2 Who next because he is a light tank, and he's going to run around the map if he's not taken out soon enough. But he's being taken out, and we are seeing Sherrod quite low. This is going to be SDIJ, I assume. We have Mouse being left till the last, and APAC server, they know they don't want to focus the Mouse because the Mouse is low, has a lot of hit points, has a lot of armor. It is there to soak up damage and buy time for the team to react on the other side. And now it's going to be a 3 versus 1. Aguero in the VK. Lots of hit points. Dio, not much he could do here. It was totally chaotic. I like how aggressive SDIJ is. Totally decisive. It was not hesitant at all. And their focus fire is decent. Insert started well with the focus fire actually, but it starts to tail off towards the mid-late phases, and they are not as gelled together as SDIJ here. And I believe the focus fire for both teams are brilliant. It's just that Insert couldn't keep up with the discipline they had at the start. It was still really close though. It could have gone either way. And as I said, it was all down to the focus fire towards the end. And SDIJ maintained the discipline all the way to the end. And they have 4 tanks doing more than 2k. And 3 tanks doing more than 2k for Insert. Well done to both teams. But I must say, impressive stuff from SDIJ. And they might, they probably will prove to us tonight that they are a strong top 8 team. And I hope they continue this momentum in the next one. 1-0 for SDIJs here. And we're going back on our start. SDIJ going with double Strift K and IS7 at 60 TP a mouse and double MLD Insert, double T125, a T100 LT, a double Kranwagen, an IS4, and a 215 BBB. We'll go back. Are we going to be witnessing another exciting battle? We shall see. We shall see. Hello to everyone in chat so far. Oh, yeah, all have a nice day. But we're going up. This time, SDIJ from the south spawn and Insert from the north spawn. We will follow Tuhu in that T100 LT again. He is in the light tank, and he's going to give a lot of information for the Insert team. SDIJ without a light tank doesn't matter for them in the last battle. Let's say if Tuhu is going to be instrumental for the team. We saw yesterday Uvijaj or Waiting Success in that T100 LT giving a lot of information for the Aqua team, and he's extremely important in coordinating the pushes of Aqua team. Sherrod gets double tapped, and that's not a good start for Insert here. Because Sherrod is in the position that he should not be able to take a lot of damage, but we could see potentially Elitist coming from below. Big shot onto Sherrod, but Sherrod could land the entire clip onto Elitist. He has no support here. Insert could help to push onto Elitist. Now Sherrod is on the full reload, drum reload. And it's going to be a 1 versus 1. SDIJ continues to push. And it's a base shot onto Sherrod. First tank down already for Insert. And SDIJ is making no hesitation to push forward. And they're looking to get precision fire next. But Aguero is being taken out quickly by Insert. And this is all, again, going to a pandemonium situation. Precision fire is now out of the way. It's a 6 versus 5 here. And SDIJ with the focus fire. And we can see Tuhu 1 versus 1 against a mouse. A T100 LT against a mouse. I don't know if it's the best idea, to be honest with you. But SDIJ continues to barrel in. And they're looking to get wall next. And it's a double tap onto wall. And Obaya is looking to tag Zed. Great focus fire by SDIJ. But Insert, they are not out of this yet. There are lots of low hit bump targets for SDIJ. If Insert is able to kill a couple of them, they could potentially get this. Fancy is now down to a one-shot. King Bluewell is killed. It's a 5 versus 4. Zed's down. Fancy is down. 4 versus 3. Christopher still really healthy, but we have 2 one-shots for the Insert team. Tuhu and Evil Rises. And SDIJ looking extremely confident in this battle. It's going to be a 2-0 very soon. Elitist being taken out by Evil Rises. Great double tap from Evil Rises and Christopher. Insert is not giving up. They are trying to make a comeback here. And WH lands a good kill onto Christopher. And that brings it to a 3 versus 2. There's no chance. There's no chance. But Insert, they do have a lot of options here. They have 2 one-shots. They have to be really careful. And Evil Rises is now out of the fight. WH is just going to quickly ram into Tuhu, but he misses. He misses. And can he get a kill onto Tuhu? Yes, he does, but no, it's not him that's killing Tuhu. It's Super Mouse getting Tuhu out of the way. Well done to SDIJ. Great push, great coordination. I think it kind of throws Insert a bit. Their focus fire, their discipline is not as good as the last battle, and SDIJ love their focus fire. They know how to do their focus fire. It was some complicated focus fire as well, and we could see why SDIJ is a top 8 contender, and I hope they do well against RISQ, which will be a huge step up. But if they continue this kind of discipline that they've shown against Insert, RISQ is going to have a huge difficulty. They will be facing a challenge, and that it's going to test their ability. Shall I say, we're going to be following Insert, and they are going to be facing TSIA, which lost 0-2 against RISQ. It is the case, isn't it? Yes, they lost 0-2 against RISQ. The second ranked team on the Chinese server against Insert. Arguably with players from Rats. Who will come out on top? Yeah, Winter Fox, I believe a lot of new teams popped up between Winter and Spring, so it makes my calibration not as good. As, not really that, But I heard that TSIA just mixing TSIA and G7, and they were like fourth sync on the Chinese server. I don't know, second or fourth. It's something that I need clarification on. And sorry, I shouldn't be showing this lineup so far because we have a 3-minute delay. I'm going back to the lounge for now, and I can show you the result of other groups. So please don't look at my stream. And I'll be back soon. Okay. I hope I can show you this window. We also have Nomad 2-0 against SBS and NQRY. Let's play against Scam. We have ID versus ICT still playing. RISQ still play against NEMAT. Group 4 we have GB already 2-0 against UKIll, and we don't know about XPT versus another team of Insert. So lots of games still going on. I think ours just finished quite quickly here. I just have to remember that I have to switch over to another scene. And XPT, it's pretty much low, if I remember correctly, and I think I used the rating for ELS. Yes, ELS. Yeah, I used the rating for ELS because they have mostly players from I mean, XPT has players mostly from ELS, so that's just why I kind of use ELS rating here. But I might change the TSIA initial rating, because I'm getting conflicting information about where they finish. Okay. We have the following. Lineup from both teams. And it's different from what is shown on the stream at the moment. Inserts, they're going to be taking quadruple IS7, a T125 IS4, and a T215B TSIA, double crown, double 60TP, a super conqueror, a VK, and a T100 LT. Hi, everyone in the chat. Do TSIA have what it takes to be a top 8 clan on the APAC server? Will Insert be able to pick back up from where they left off? And I have to, before I forget, change this. Which doesn't seem to be right. I will fix this later. Because it's not correctly shown on the screen. There is some issues with the code. Well, apologies if we have missed a lot of action here, but Insert has immediately made a move onto Fosha, Fortier. I think it's Fosha, Fortier, I don't know. They're now immediately going for Rhine Fury. They just are terribly aggressive. Or maybe terrifically aggressive. And Rhine Fury is not going to last for long. TSIA, they don't seem to have a response to this aggressive push. They're looking for Christopher next, but Christopher misses the shot, and he's been taken out. And Insert is going for Object 985 next, with Precision Fire and Tuhu chasing down this light tank, trying to shut down the mobility of TSIA. Z2 is now being taken out. Oh, no, it's just the Tuhu ramming into the 60 TP of NVN. We are seeing another tank, Great Sage, being taken down 5 versus 4. Z2 saying he's lagging. I don't think I'm saying that at the moment. Tuhu is now dead. And we're going to be seeing adorable 1v1 against NVN. But he has support from Summer Worm. But Insert is trying to pester TSIA in every single angle possible. And we could say IO and War. War is going for NVN, and Adorable is the one taking that tank out. But Insert got both A and B. Even if they can't get all 7 tanks out of the way, this game will go to TSI and, well, Insert. And Wall is now dropping down. Ah, that was an HE splash. But it doesn't matter. Object 985 is out of the fight. Summer Worm is the last person standing for TSIA, but Insert got 1,000 cap points more quickly. So we are going to be seeing Insert taking home the first victory here. 4 tanks to more than 2k and TSIA 2 tanks to more than 2k. It's like a battle on Naval Frontier. I will be looking at the reason why it's... I hope this is going to fix stuff. Is this not going to fix the issue? No, I believe I hit. Oh, okay, I think I know the issue here. Now I hope this is going to fix stuff. And voila, hopefully this time it will work. No, it's not. Oh dear. Oh yeah, I forgot this. No, it's not. How are we doing with time? Don't know if we have enough time to fix that quickly. Just trying to see. This is it this. Come on. Ah yes, there we go. We got the right voila, this is working nicely. Sorry about the mess that you saw on this in the stream. Okay. So TSIA is a mix of TSIA and G7, with G7 being the 4th on Chinese server according to Winterfox. So I might have got my info wrong. So I will have to correct that in the with the power rating, the calibration I have to calibrate right at the start. Okay. So you're now seeing the correct scoreboard. I apologize for a rough start again, but we are now seeing the full battle here. TSIA, blue team this time. They're looking to get B extremely quickly. No, they're just going past B. This is going to give insert the information they need. And object is spotted, obviously. Oh, Christopher gets shot at here. Object in a really forward position, but he is a bit... Maybe he has support from the tanks near A. And TSIA will get B as well. That will give TSIA a strong cap advantage. And what will insert do? Precision fire and adorable will immediately drop down. And they're looking to get no one so far. But we are seeing TSIA. Oh, Summer Worm has taken some hits. TSIA will get 10 cap points of increase per 2 seconds. So this is going to be bad news for insert. They have to act quickly and they don't have a lot of time. We're talking about around a minute to decide which way to go and how to push. And they don't have light tank. This could be an issue because the light tank would be important in getting the spots. The ISM is arguably the quickest tank. And we shall see what they're going to do. Oh, disappearing Poland misses that shell on the Tuhu. And Great Sage is coming in to support. Good shots onto disappearing Poland. Insert is gradually chipping away the hit points of TSIA. They're taking things slowly. And TSIA is bleeding. And they don't want to bleed more and more because that will give Insert a good advantage with hit points. And they don't have to worry too much about a push, as I always say about the hit point advantage. They're now pressuring onto Great Sage. This is the tank they're going for. The push is coming. And Great Sage is not going to last so long. TSIA needs to react quickly. They need to take out the tanks of Insert. They lost Object 985 and they're going to lose Great Sage immediately. Yes, they lost Great Sage. And the Insert is going to take out YZ next. Great focus fire by Insert. And Adorable is being taken out too. Io, great shot onto YZ, but it's going to be killed by precision fire. Insert dropping the reactive armor. We'll be looking for disappearing Poland. Great shot there as well. Christopher is out of the fight. It's a 4 versus 4. It's not over yet for TSIA. They can still make a comeback here. They still have the cap advantage. So Insert really needs to start killing tanks out and start getting the caps. But Summer Worm in that WZ113. Look at the reset. Io, and he does. He's a one-shot. Both of them are one-shot. And Insert, they have Wall and Zed still really healthy. But they are too slow. They might be too slow getting the tanks out. MVN is dead. Precision Fire is now dead as well. Io finally got B. Is it too late? If Io is KO'd, it's all over for Insert. TSIA, they just need one more kill. Unless they lose disappearing Poland. And they got the kill. Ryan Fury got the kill. And it's a 1-1 for TSIA. What a comeback for TSIA. Insert pushed in really nicely. TSIA seemingly has little response, but I think Insert left it a little bit too late in getting the B cap, which gave TSIA lots of bargaining power in that respect. It was going so well for Insert, to be honest with you. But then it started going haywire when Insert was low in dishing out the kills. And TSIA landed an important kill onto Precision Fire. Was it Precision Fire? Was it Christopher? I forgot. The tank near B, and it all changes from then. Great job from TSIA. It's now 1-1, and we are now on to Dynasty's Peril. I love when the score is going up evenly. But let's see, we have 3 sets of other battles. Quickly, we have just quickly showing you, just loading my Chrome. Ah, come on. It's not loading. Do we have time? We probably don't have time. Or we do have time. Just going through quickly about the results so far. So we have Scam 2-1 against Angry RY. Important win for Scam here. ID 2-1 EVG, RISQ 2-1 NIMAD, which is an important win for RISQ. Insert 2-0 against XPT and GV 2-0 against UKill. This is the result you need to know. I will go back to Dynasty's Pearl. It's level pegging here. 1-1 for both. But Dynasty's Pearl is a special map, a flat map, unless you go to the park side where there is a bit more terrain. And this is why you're seeing a lot of heavily armored tanks. Insert, they are taking double 2-1 260 TP, double IS4 and an IS7 and a VK, and a 215 TSIA on the other hand, triple 60 TP, an IS7 and a VK and double WZ, what was 3. This is going to descend into a huge brawl fest, but will inserts be as aggressive as the first battle? We shall find out soon. Sunny, takes a hit, going to see, but one of the 60 TP misses. Not the end of the world yet for both teams, but Sunny might need a little bit of support. AO gets shot at by Object, or is it Great Sage? I think it's Great Sage. AO looking to put another shot onto Sunny, but TSIA is quickly going to take out Ayo, and Insert needs a response to that. Ayo needs to be saved, but the hit points are going in favor of Insert at the moment, but this has descended into Pandemonium. Sunny Door is now down to a 2-shot, and it's being taken out by Wall. It's all about focus fire. This has become a brawl fest. Ayo still hanging on there, but Insert has surrounded Great Sage. Great Sage not going to last for long against 3 tanks with a lot of alpha. Precision fire is now taken out. And Ion is still alive. TSIA, their focus fire. They need to sort it out. They're looking to take out Ion next. Great Sage is out of the fight. Summer Worm is down to a 1-shot. This is surely going in favor of Insert. Adorable gets Summer Worm out of the fight. Io is dead. Finally. It has taken too long for TSIA to get that tank out. Disappearing Poland is out of the fight. Rhyme Fury is backing up, but he's blocked by WAW Wall. And Insert, look at their focus fire here, immaculate focus fire. NVN is taken out as well, and TSIA is the last person standing. He is not going to last for long. And Object 985. Oh my god. 832 hit points. Insert. Showing what they are capable of. This is more like the Insert team we want to say. Great stuff. 2-1 for Insert. And that means it's match point for Insert. Looking at the damage so far, 5 tanks doing more than 2k for Insert, and only 1 tank doing more than 2k for TSIA. Focus fire is just simply much better for Insert. TSIA, the shot efficiency is way too low. It's not keeping up with the shot efficiency of Insert. I mean, Insert, they have been playing tournaments for a while now. They have gained some experience, and they are a strong team. You don't want to underestimate them by any means. And I'm happy about them performing well tonight so far. But it's not over. It's not definitive. We could very well see a tiebreaker, and no one wants to finish 4th in this group. Although Group 3 is also another competitive group. And Insert, can they live up to the expectations again? And we can see how far the APAC server has come with Insert not a top 8 team in history going toe to toe with the top 4 of Chinese server. It wasn't really like that like a couple of years ago, where APAC server and the Chinese server are quite even with their skill. And I'm really impressed that APAC server has come a really long way since then. And I'm excited to see how they will perform in the offlines. I'm not sure if it's going to come this year or next year. I hope this year, but I'm not sure if I'm able to come with my studies actually. I hope I could. If I am invited, of course. Is that the same lineup? I have no idea. But they said it is. They miss rats. They obviously miss rats, but it's a great team they've put up here. But insert this time again going to C, and TSIA is also going for C. Nair and the IS-7. Are they going to be in position to shut down tanks going for C? TSIA will have to use Plan B because it wasn't working last time. Will this work this time? We shall find out soon. Good shot onto Object 985. A great stage, great sage. Going to be uncontested probably, but he's going to get early in the open, and he has spotted up some tanks. Great stage is now spotted, but he's going in aggressively, relatively alone. So Insert could potentially send 2 or 3 tanks to deal with Great Sage. And TSIA, I don't know, I think Insert might have an issue here. Two is extremely aggressive. War gets absolutely smacked by Great Sage. And the problem here, Insert might be spreading out too much. But they managed to kill Right Fury very quickly. And that's an important kill right there. Despite their lineup being quite spread out. Zed is not going to last for long, and he's being taken out by Sunny. War is now very low, and he's being taken out by Object 985. But Enzo has more hit points than TSIA, but in terms of the number of tanks, TSIA has 6, but MVN gets ram killed by Christopher, which means it's now going to be a 5 versus 5. Christopher is not going to last for long. Great ram kill by Sunny Dolls. It's a 4 versus 5 right now. Insert, they really need to get those low hit point pool targets out of the fight. Adorable has to buy as much time as possible. Sunny Dolls is not going to last for long, and it's going to be killed. Summer Worm, Great Sage is killed as well. It's an important kill for Insert, despite being at a numerical disadvantage when Adorable is. And they are trying to get disappearing Poland out of the way, and hit points are now hugely in favor of Insert. They also have a tank advantage, and I have my doubts answered here. Insert, despite spraying out a lot, they are well connected and they know what they are doing, and they can focus fire really nicely, and they could connect. They could also crossfire much better than TSIA. TSIA not terrible focus fire, but there were notable issues with some of the positioning essentially, and Insert deserves to qualify to the lower bracket final. Well done to Insert. 3-1 against TSIA. TSIA will finish 4th tonight. And who will Insert meet in the lower bracket final? We'll find out soon. Going to update my stuff. Basically, we'll look at the results of other groups quickly. And here we are. We have NQRY still playing against SBS. Next we have XBT 3-0 against UQ. That is a decisive victory for XPT, as we see. Nomad still playing against EVG, or the ICT team. And hopefully I'm now showing the right stuff. Which I should be showing the correct stuff. Yes. And next we're going to update the leaderboard. We look at how many cups the teams have earned so far tonight. I'm going to show you very quickly. We have RISQ and SDIJ. Where are you at? Where are you all? And then Nomad, Scam, SPZ still playing, and then Y, and then ID also. EVG Nomad. Insert and also GB. And XPT. Have I missed anyone? You kill. It's out. Okay, so here is the updated leaderboard. I'm going to remove this for a bit. You can now see on the screen we have 7 clans that are tied with the same number of cups. RISQ, SDIJ, RSOC, GV, XPG, Nomad, and ID with the same number of cups. And QRY, if they win their fight against SVZ, they will be tied with the 7 teams above them. Both insert teams have 1,653 cups as of now. Scam also have the same number of cups. EVG, SBZ, Nomad, TSIA, and UQ currently have 1,403 cups. We don't have the invite yet, but I think it will come sooner or later, and we'll keep an eye on that. Group 2 and 3, the games are still ongoing, but also it's because the games ended in a tiebreaker for both Group 2 and 3. So this is why we are not seeing quite a lot of actions going on so far. But this is why we are not seeing results for the lower bracket for the first round. And it doesn't seem like any of the results will end in a 3-0 victory. No one is streaming Group 2 or Group 3 tonight. But yes. Exciting times ahead. you'll get an update of the power rating after PYS number 2. And it will be completely different than what I have shown on the stream just not long ago. Okay, so the reason why we're seeing a lot of Chinese clans this season is because the spring season of the Chinese server is held at a different time. And Wargaming has explicitly stated that Chinese players playing on the APAC server are not forbidden. And this is why you're seeing a lot of Chinese clans this season. If the schedule did not clash, this season, spring season would have been a totally different story. Because I don't know how competitive it will become. But yes. I'm just waiting for the room to show up at any moment. Potentially we might have our group, RISQ versus SDIJ, not finishing the 3-0 victory for either. But then it's still early days. We're just only like 12 minutes in to the upper bracket final. So there is still some time to wait. But we will, let me check again the results for the lower bracket first round. For group 2 and 3. Oh, AVG or ICT 3-0 against Nimat, and they're through to the lower bracket final. Group 2 hasn't group 2 lower bracket first round. We haven't seen any results yet, so very likely we are not seeing a 3-0 victory. And while we wait, I believe we have some time to wait. What tank should I take? What tank should I grind? Yeah, I will get the Striff M42. And I need credits for that, because I want to grind the 60p and the grandfather line a bit. Yeah, so let's take the lever and let's use the credits booster and let's draw out in this tank. Thank you for people tuning in to the stream. 22 people, 22 viewers so far. Not the highest number of viewers I get in a stream, but still good. Great to see I have more viewers than the EU server, which I most of the time hover below 10. So it's great to see some loyal viewers. Well, we're waiting for a really long time for tier 8. Oh. That was not a good start for me. Oh no.
We've damaged them.
Man, that's not a good start for us. Especially when I'm very low. They're trying to get me. We just have to be really cautious. I lost a lot of hit points for moving out like that. Oh.
Penetration.
Oh, they try to fire on me. That's how I got to think. Got a bit too aggressive. They still try to blind fire, and this is why I shouldn't go out. So.
We've damaged them. Enemy armor is damaged.
And this is pretty much a peekaboo game for me.
We've damaged them.
But it's going well. We didn't start off well, but but the enemy team just went aggressive for no reason. Just go aggressive for no reason. I mean, I'm just mixing up the tenses here. Just blind firing here. We might get a cap, which is something I won't oppose. But we might lose IS-8. We might be a tank down. But if we could get a cap, then why not? They will have to go through the middle. And I hope none of the tanks that are capping are showing their armor to the enemy. I'm just being very cautious. Oh, we got a cap. And I got a kill. Oh my god. What a win that was. Yes, we got it. We got a cat. How did we do that? I don't know. And I did the most damage for my team. I am happy. We don't have the room invite yet. But do we have results for Group 2? Come on. Come on, NQRY. You can do it. I'm going to switch the scene. Let's check out now. And RISQ is still playing against SDIJ. NQRY 3-1 against SDIJ. No, SDIJ. It's SVZ. Which means NQRY will know which plan to face next. Yes, none of the upper bracket final games have finished, so we will wait. We will continue to wait. Now I can update the cups, the leaderboard. You can see the following. Which I have definitely missed. Yeah, no, it's right. It's correct. Now NQRY will join the ranks of the other 7 clans with the same number of cups, 2,805. We will say goodbye to SPZ, Nimad, TSIA, and UQ going home with 1,403 cups tonight. So no surprises there. SVZ, NEMAT, TSIA, and UQ all finished second in their group yesterday. What else have I missed? No, there is nothing I missed. Yeah. Hope you're happy. And I need more credits, so I will play the Lover. Yeah, we'll play. And the Lover again. Lover is very profitable, so this is the time we're going for. We'll continue to do that. And yeah, I think we can still play one more. I haven't received an invite yet, so let's hope. Maybe I should not RISQ. Maybe I should. Let's try. Let's do it.
Time to roll out.
There we go. I am very slow, but I'm getting there eventually. Ah!
Enemy armor is damaged.
No, not going to get me tonight. Yeah, maybe I could splash you again with my HEV there to peek out. Maybe we should push. Or maybe we should not.
Enemy
Ooh,
armor is
that was a pen. Or maybe we should. The team is rushing. So why should I not rush? Ah, should not have shot that.
penetration. Penetration. We've lost a
Oh,
track.
I got a bounce.
Gotcha.
And I can kill ya. And the SDIJ is going to go down. And the IS2 over the city side, I don't think they have done a lot here. I was not punished for crossing like that, even especially in a slow time, so they are not in position.
Penetration.
I can do it. I can like that because the IS2 is the last man standing, and good job to the Centurion. It's a good win. The room is not up yet, I believe. No, the room is not up yet. I'm pretty sure this finished below 5 minutes. So we have results. We're still waiting. We still haven't got any results for Group 1 yet because it is going. It's still going. But Nomad has won against Scam 3-1. And Scam will join NQRY in the lower bracket final. It's a great start to the season for Scam. No, I must admit. Beating one of the top 4 contenders, NQRY is surely going to be huge for Scam. But they have to beat NQRY in order to get more cups. As for ID and RS0C, RSOC, they are still going. I think it could go to a tiebreaker. GV 3-0 against Insert, and Insert will face XPT. We know GV lost to Insert yesterday in the upper bracket final, 0-2. So for them to win 5 in a row now, 5 battles in a row, they are angry. Insert, can they replicate the victory against XPT, or are they going to be reverse swept? That will be followed by XAFK, and yeah. I believe the room will be up at any minute. Let's see the results soon. Don't know. But yes, once again, well, I can update the leaderboard as we speak because we have Nomad and GV through to the final. Let me just. Which means now GP and Nomad are currently at the top of the table with 3,305 cups, because at least they will get the second place. Winterfox asked how I feel about APAC and EU pops. I don't know. I feel like EU is a lot more tactical, and I don't know about the speed. I don't feel a lot of difference, but usually APAC lasts a little bit longer. I believe. I just have a feeling like that, but I'm not entirely sure if that's the case. Oh yes, we have a room. We got a room. And it will be SDIJ versus Insert. 3-2 as I am seeing here. SDIJ was close, really close indeed. He didn't catch the upper bracket final, but I'm certain it has gone extremely close. And ID is still playing against RSOC. RSOC is coming through this season. Although I think they did they actually lose? Did they actually lose? In one of the bracket. Let me double check. RSL. Oh yes, they lost to Limat 1-2 at first, but they won Limat back 2-0 in the end. But my attention is not going to be on RSL for now because we're going to be watching Insert versus SDIJ. SDIJ won 2-0 in the bracket first round. Can they land another blow to Insert's campaign? Remember, SDIJ and Insert are both in the top 8 in the power rating so far. Before the first previous skill tournament. Will this change? Will this change? Because SDIJ is currently above Insert in the power rating. So technically SDIJ is the favorite here. And we'll go in now. Insert. We are seeing Kranwagen, double D5, double T100 LT, 1 IS4 and a 215B. No, they're going to be taking 1 T100 LT and an IS7. SDIJ on the other hand, double Strift K, a sexy TP, an IS7, a mouse, and double MLEs. So, I am excited about this. What will we see? Again, it's Alpenstadt. I believe it's the same map pool as the EU server for the first 2 rounds. First 2 rounds. Alpenstadt is proven to be a popular map for Wargaming's algorithm at the moment. Yeah. One more minute left to go. Where will we expect both teams to go? Insert for me looks like to be a northwestern corner strat, AB strat, A strats I would say. SDIJ, however, the mouse is definitely going to the flat terrain near B, but whether they will go to A or C, it could go both ways. So I think Insert will try to gain control of the A area, and SDIJ, I think, will respond to what Insert might be doing. With that lineup seen, I think SDIJ could counter that or going to A. Because, once again, I always say the A or C cap is closer to the north spawn than to the south spawn. So basically, for the south spawn, you need to counter what the north spawn is doing to prevent them from getting a cap lead. And we are in. Insert versus SDIJ. And Wall is saying they're using the same strat. Are they using the same strat? We'll find out soon. And as I have predicted, Insert is going mostly to A. And SDIJ, they're counter-reacting to that. They're also going to A, so I have my guess correct. We follow Tuhu here, but I believe Insert is doing something similar as last time. On Alpenstadt from this side. Or maybe I am mistaken. Oh, great spot from Tuhu. It's a position that Josh took yesterday. And only one shot has been taken for the SDIJ side. It's just not a definitive loss for them yet. It's still early days. They still have the hit point pool advantage. So things could still go both ways. But none of these teams are getting a cap at the moment. Insert 2 is trying to go for C. This is what I say about counter-reacting to what the other team is doing. And SDIJ did exactly that. But with Insert 2 going to C now, this is going to prompt a response for SDIJ to push, and they're now doing that. And Insert, are they ready for this push? Elitist, Obaya, and Cable will go out in the open, and they're trying to get Z2 here. Z2 dropping the reactive armor, trying to buy as much time as possible for Insert to react on the other side, and SDIJ sending almost everyone to one single tank. I'm not sure if it's the best idea, though. Insert, they now have the hit point pool advantage back, and Forsh in the 60 TP ignoring, completely ignoring Ayo at the moment. I don't know why, but SDIJ might have pincered themselves in this corner here. I think there is a misplay from SDIJ. Insert, on the other hand, are pushing Fancy. Fancy is now down to one shot, but Christopher bounces, so SDIJ is on a lifeline. They could still do it if they could clear out the tanks near A quickly enough. And they're doing that now. Wall and precision fire is now being the focus for SDIJ and Insert. Someone is on fire. Wall is on fire. This fire could be big. And now SDIJ has a hit point pool advantage back. Fancy is down. Obaya is down. The mouse is finally down, but it took long time for Insert to take that tank out. Insert, the initial advantage might be completely eliminated. Now SDIJ is trying to get A. Insert still has a hit point pool, cap point advantage. Ayo needs to get the tank out of Elitist, but it's a bounce. Adorable. I don't think he will last for long. He's being shut down by 2 tanks here. Unless Insert is able to kill a tank or 2, they really need to start killing out tanks, because SDIJ is doing this exactly. It's a 3 versus 5 right now. The effective DPM is heavily against Insert and Elitist. Christopher needs to get a kill onto Elitist. He does, but gets killed by Christopher. And War is definitely not happy about his team focusing Mouse with 3 tanks and not taking out that Mouse quickly enough. And he's complaining in the chat. Unfortunately, it was a huge advantage wasted for Insert. I agree with that. SDIJ pincer themselves in the corner. It was not going well at all for SDIJ, but Insert, a couple of bounces have gone against them. And they were very slow in getting them out, and this is why it's not the best to focus the mouse. But then they shouldn't have taken them that long, despite them having 3 tanks on 1. And SDIJ, with good shot efficiency, will come through and take home their first victory. We go back to Alpenstadt. And here we are saying Insert double T110E5 and a double IS7, a T100 LT, a 60 TP, and potentially an IS4. SDIJ, double VK, double MLE, an I7, a Strift K, and a Carol. No, it's going to be a Strift K. I haven't seen Carol being taken by typical Clan Wars teams. So if Obaya takes the Carol, it's going to be an interesting strat. I don't know what they're going to do with that. But the Strift K we know is a DPM machine, and it boasts around 3.5k DPM with equipment and proficiency installed. So you know the Strift K is going to do a lot of damage if you're being rushed by them. It doesn't have a lot of armor though. Some people claim that tank could even be hashed. So the Strift K has a lot of mobility and DPMs, mainly used for kind of the Russian move and trying to play in an aggressive strat. So SDIJ, are they going aggressive with this setup? This time both teams going different at different spawns, with Insert taking the double 60 TP. I have a feeling they will go for B and C this time. With SDIJ They are taking the double VKs. Again, I think they are going for B and C, so I think we could see a big brawl going around that area. Am I right? Am I right? We'll find out very soon. And let's get the show on the road. And Insert is going for C. SDIJ is also going for C. I got this correct again. So, let's follow Tuhu in the T100 LT. He's trying to get a spots near A. He's not spotting nothing. So he will go to A potentially. And Elitist is going to C quickly. Without hesitation. But already... Oh! WH receives a lot of shots from Insert at the start. The hit points are now still in favor of Insert. But SDIJ has made no hesitation to push wall and precision fire. It has descended into Pandemonium. WH is now dead. Force is now looking for a draw. It's all about focus fire right now. And SDIJ is looking to take out Wall. And it's going to be Wall that is killed. It's a 6 versus 6. Insert is looking for an extent to take out. And that will be a Super Mouse. Precision fire. Great kill there. It's going up evenly. 5 versus 5. King Blue Whale is the next time being taken out, but that's a huge kill by Forge onto Christopher. 5 versus 4 now. Io is trying to shield Precision Fire, and Precision Fire gets King Blue Whale out of the way. Forge is probably the next tank out for Insert, and SDIJ is looking to take out Precision Fire. It can go both ways, but SDIJ, they lost another tank. 3 versus 3. It's going down to the wire. Both clans have amazing focus fire this battle. Z2 is the focus for SDIJ, and Insert's trying to chase down Obaya, but they've turned their attention towards Fancy instead. But Z is going to go out. Gets Amorak, but this is not a defining Amorak. Io has to hand a shot onto Fancy. He does, and it's a 2 versus 2 here. Hit points in favor of SDIJ. It is too close to call. Tuhu in the light tank. This could be an important tank right here. He's going to run away, cause a lot of troubles. Obaya, also quite a mobile tank. Elitist and Obaya turning attention to Io, but Elitist bounces. This could be an important bounce though. I don't know what could happen here. If Io manages to kill Obaya, that will be an important kill, and that could hand Insert an important victory here. And Obaya is trying to side scrape with this. MLE Carcass, the Elitist, will need to share a couple of hit points. And SDIJ, Obaya. Oh, Elitist. I don't know. I think SDIJ looks a bit confused here. Io, great shot to Elitist. Obaya. And Elitist turning the attention over to Io. Important kill to Io. Tuhu, can he carry the team of Insert? Great kill, but Elitist, I think he will finish Tuhu off. It was going up so evenly, it could have gone either way. It was down to those bounces and misses, which I don't think I've seen a lot of them in this battle. Both teams played really well. I don't think any team should do any different. It really boils down to the bounces and misses. Both teams immaculate focus fire. Obaya more than 6,000 damage done. Io more than 5,000 damage done. I mean both teams. I feel sorry for Insert because that means SDIJ is on the match point 2-0, and they don't deserve to be on the match point. It looks a lot closer than expected. 1-1. It is 1-1. It could happen, and we're going to Canal here. I mean, Insert, they've tried their best. There is nothing to be disappointed about that. I mean, had SDIJ bounced a couple more shots, Insert would have taken it. It was that close. It was that close. SDIJ didn't bounce a lot of shots. Insert also didn't bounce a lot of shots. But they didn't kill the T100 LT. I think this... Oh, no. It was Insert. They had the T100. I got the wrong way around. Yeah, so it was it was I will be again splitting hairs at this point to nitpick the mistakes of insert. So yeah, I hope more would not be disappointed about that battle. It was down to the wire. It could have been theirs essentially. SDIJ match point. What would they do here? I mean, that's a hard-fought victory in the last battle, and they deserve that victory. Not to say SDIJ didn't deserve to win. SDIJ definitely deserved to win with the focus fire and also the shot efficiency, but you do feel sorry for Insert for going down 0-2 right now and under huge pressure to win one battle now, because if they lose this one, they will finish in the third place and SDIJ will face RISQ again. I hope they still have their confidence. IA is going for C. And Elitist. Oh, triangle! Oh my god! Double tap! And drops down. Receives 379 hit points worth damage. But Insert also lost some hit points with War and Precision Fire. And Christopher. Oh no, I'm not sure if this is the right move for Christopher. Going there alone, potentially 3 tanks dealing with 1. Let's say if Christopher is able to make use of this and Insert, they may have more tanks near the middle side. I think this could legislate a push from Insert down the middle. Elite is not long for this world. Adorable, looking to get a shot in. It's a bounce though. Christopher is now dead. And War is not going to last so long. I think Insert might have pushed it way too late. Or maybe that SDIJ knows that they have a numerical disadvantage near A. And they pushed on A, and that was a good call for SDIJ in the end. It's a 5 versus 6 now, and SDIJ has a strong hit point pool advantage. Unfortunately, I think Insert is arguing in the chat. Oh no. Well, they need to stop arguing now, because they still have a fight to go. They still have to win this one. Hit points are still quite close. It's not doom and gloom for Insert. They really need to sort their focus fire out. Please do not give up at the moment. SDIJ, they share hit points really nicely, and I love to see that. And Insert seems to be thrown off by the argument in the chat. And you don't want to argue during the battle, especially in such an important battle right here. Adorable is now out of the fight, and they are still arguing. And come on, SDIJ is going to qualify to the grand final with a resounding performance here. Great push onto A, and I think Insert might have pushed a little bit too late down the middle, and it was not doom and gloom just yet. They're still quite toe to toe with the number of hit points they have, and they should have focused on that, to be honest with you. And Tuhu is now out of the fight, meaning SDIJ 3-0. Ugly scenes though, ugly scenes. Insert will get a 3rd place, and SDIJ deserves to be in the grand final against RISQ and Insert. Everything just fell apart with that argument. Unfortunately, I have to say this, because they could have taken a couple of tanks there quickly enough. They should have focused on that. And not confuse the team. And Insert is eliminated. We would be following SDIJ next against RISQ. Are they going to bring it to a tiebreaker? And we will see the results of other battle groups. Alright, we have results. So, let me show you the screen. So NQRY got their revenge, and it was a brutal revenge. 3-0 against Scam. ID lost to RISQ 2-3 in an upset, and they're still playing against AVG. Meanwhile, Insert 3-1 against XPT, and they will join GB in the grand final. Well done to Insert. And they really need these cups because they do not have good seeding. You can say Insert is seeded 4th in the group. Winning against XPT, which is seeded 1st in the group, is extremely important. XPT will feel really gutted about this. So, let's update the scoreboard, the leaderboard, the Cups leaderboard. We now have SDIJ and RISQ, Nomad and NQRY, and we have RSOC also through 3-2. And what else have I missed? GB and Insert. So here is the Cups leaderboard. Yes, you can see. Just going to remove the screen right here. RISQ, GB, RSOC, Nomad, NQRY, and SDIJ currently tied with 3,305 cups. ID, if they win, they will be joining the RS6 clans. XPT will crash out tonight with 2,805 cups, and this is it. The grand final. We are ready. RISQ and SDIJ. SDIJ with a promising performance. They will have the following tanks. Strip K, M60, IS7, double T110E5, well actually double Strip K, and an MLE with RISQ going for double 6TPs. One Super Conqueror, triple MLE, and a T110E5. Interesting choice. And F7 not playing the light tank in the map that is favorable for light tanks. Is RISQ trying something different? We shall say. And let's go in Rockfield. RISQ. This looks to be a strategy for AB and SDIJ. Could go either way, I think. I don't know if they would want to deal with the super heavies on A, so I feel like they could go the other way, which is the C area, and flank them from behind. Let's see if I'm correct about that, or if SDIJ will commit to the A side, and I think I got this completely correct. SDIJ will go for say will not brawl against those super heavies near A, and no one's going for B for SDIJ. Neither is RISQ. Neither are RISQ. Interesting. What are these two teams doing here? WHS is oh, Mandalorian is isolated there. SDIJ. Do they know this? Do they know RISQ is sending only Mandalorian to C? I don't think they do know that. They are prepared for a potential push of RISQ coming to C, but that's not happening because Fancy has spotted the entirety of RISQ trying to cap A, and a nice job for to SDIJ resetting A, and they will get C first, meaning they will get a cap lead and they will need to defend now. These tanks that SDIJ have taken are not equipped for defending. So chances are SDIJ will have to hope that they have chipped enough hit away of RISQ, so that they will have a good, so that they won't suffer a lot from a push from RISQ. Fancy has taken a couple of hits and will have to stay safe now because RISQ will extend the hit point pool lead if Fancy continues to drop hit points. SDIJ, they don't need to push. They have hit points because if they push, they will push out in the open, and that's not what they want to do. Although they have more DPM and Fancy, it's another hit. They should stop bleeding at this point. Afterward takes another shot. Fosh, great shot. Oh, double tap onto Fosh. Now SDIJ has 2,000 hit points less than RISQ. Fosh again trying, but you don't want to risk being shot like that. RISQ captured B, which is a good thing, meaning SDIJ has to be the one rotating instead of RISQ. And this is looking so good. SDIJ, are they able to deal with 2k hit points of deficit? This is a lot of hit points to reduce. SDIJ is rotating back to the spawn, and they're looking to go for F-Silver. F-Silver might be in a tough situation very quickly. He needs support. Not so juicy is coming to support F-Silver and Elitist. Oh, we can see Ubaya and also King Blue coming from behind. F-Silver is no more. Big HE shell from the backside of F-Silver. F-Silver has nowhere to go, essentially. The first tank down for RISQ. And RISQ is going for WH immediately. Trying to take another tank out. SDIJ still has a lot of hit points to reduce. The deficit is ever increasing here. And RISQ, they have taken out WH and they're looking for Forge next. Which is now down to 2 shots. But Mandalorian is not going for Forge. Fancy and Bounce are both 1-shots. And SDIJ, they are unable to push onto A. But they got juicy, and that's an important kill right there. SDIJ is trying to have as many tanks as possible up on the battlefield. RISQ, they have 2 caps. They don't want to throw this one away with not killing tanks of SDIJ out and losing all the tanks. Super Mouse is now dead. Fancy's dead, and I think this is enough for RISQ to win the first battle. 1-0 to RISQ. Well done. And bleeding SDIJ. SDIJ, I think this is just the only this is the problem for SDIJ. They bled way too much in the beginning. They made a push. I think it will work it would have worked had they not lost too many hit points at the start. And RISQ made a good counter move to deal with the tanks near the middle side. Nothing much SDIJ could do. It was pretty much a lost cause when you just lost that many hit points right at the beginning. 1-0 for RISQ. So now we are seeing SDIJ double Swift K and I7, double 60 TP and MX6O and an MLE. RISQ on the other hand, triple MLEs double 60 CP, a Super Conqueror, and a T110E5. Now we'll find out soon. 10 seconds more to go. RISQ versus SDIJ second battle. Rockfield, SDIJ. They have to prevent doing something similar as last time. The mistake they don't want to make is bleeding too much during the middle of the match. And that is what happened to Ikra yesterday a couple of times. They bled way too much, allowed the other team to push on them relatively comfortably, or the other way, defending quite comfortably. So SDIJ, are they going for the same area this time? Yes, they do. Not a lot of changes to the lineup actually for both teams. So, again, will SDIJ rectify their mistake? And what will RISQ do? Mandalorian again, the only tank DRC. Will SDIJ make a back bet? I think Mandalorian doing something similar again. Well, no. RISQ is doing the same thing as last time, and then just push on Mandalorian straight away. Elitist is spotted and will go straight on C. And I think SDIJ knows this is potentially the same strat of RISQ. Elitist is not able to penetrate Mandalorian. He takes a shot in the end. But RISQ this time will get a counter read on A. Well, SDIJ did not have time to reset A here, which is not good news for SDIJ because they have to rotate. And Bifrost is going for B next. And does SDIJ have tanks to reset B? Do SDIJ have tanks to reset B? I don't know because none of them are in position to do that. Bifrost will get B uncontested. And he does get a cap uncontested. SDIJ, they do not have a lot of time left on their hands, and we're talking about essentially 80 more seconds to go before they absolutely have to make a push. Pansy spotted, Force spotted. They don't have a lot of information, so but probably they know a lot of tanks are near A. So if they push back through their spawn and go to A, what they're doing here is they're essentially facing the frontal armor of RISQ. And you can see exactly where the guns of RISQ are pointed towards. Oh, great job of RISQ in getting all tanks of SDIJ rotating spotted. And they've taken some hit points for that rotation. And RISQ, they're ready. They know what is going to happen here. SDIJ, their rotation has been absolutely outspotted. And RISQ knows that SDIJ is going to make that push. Oh, Fancy, what are you doing? You should not lose hit points like that. Now the hit points on a huge favor of RISQ. Again, almost 3k. Mandalorian and Bifrost pushing onto Forge. Great call here. And now Elitist is down to a one-shot, and RISQ, they just have to defend. SDIJ is trying to push en masse onto RISQ, but RISQ is not allowing SDIJ to shoot, to put shots onto them. WH! Great focus fire by RISQ. The first tank down for SDIJ. SDIJ. Super Mouse has lost a shed load of hit points. Down to a one-shot now. Shugu gets the tank out. They have 1,000 hit points here. SDIJ will not win this one. Bring this to a 2-0 for RISQ. Have I forgotten to... Oh my god. I put that into the wrong group. Sorry about the Neo scoreline. It's 2-0 now. Look at the damage dished out by RISQ. 3 tanks doing more than 2k. SDIJ, 1 tank doing more than 2k. They might have to rework that strategy. It's not working. It's not working. And especially not when you try to rotate back to the spawn and try to go for A like that with the tanks of RISQ stationed there, heavily armored tanks. I probably would have called for a further push on C, get hold of C. I don't know, maybe that's something I would do. Maybe this is something that SDIJ would learn in the next battle, not to rotate back to the spawn like that. There's a lot that SDIJ could learn. It's a huge learning curve. Tactically, RISQ is a lot stronger on Rockview. SDIJ, I think they are just gaining experience with Clan Wars. It's good that they know the problem of their strategies in the last 2 battles. They will then try to make modifications, or maybe they will ditch the strategy. I don't know. We shall see what's going to happen next. But at least what we know, SDIJ, they make decisions quickly, and they know how to focus fire well. I think the last thing they need to do is to sort out the tactics, which is something that does not come immediately. Teams will have to spend a lot of time, a lot of training to prone their skills, their tactical skills. And RISQ is one of the best teams on APAC server, if not the best. So they definitely have a lot of experience. So SDIJ, the first 2 defeats, they shouldn't take too much to their heart. I forgot this phrase. They shouldn't think too much about what happened there. It's just good learning experience for them. They have good fundamentals. But we will see about this. This is going to be a brawl fest. Both teams going for the city side. Oh, elitist. Immediately dropping to B. Bifrost is spotted. Bifrost is not trying to risk going immediately to B. Maybe he will now. I don't know. RISQ. Oh, 2 bounces. Not good start for RISQ though. Allowing SDIJ to get B, I think this is not the idea here. But now RISQ is going to go en masse. But SDIJ immediately makes a push onto Mandalorian. Good call for SDIJ. Elite is now dead. And SDIJ, they will take out Mandalorian quickly. And they do not have the hit points at full advantage at the moment. But Mandalorian is dead. And they have chipped away some hit points of RISQ trying to go forward. They did not send everyone to see, but that's good already. Juicy is going to go down very soon. It's down to 1 shot. And Fancy is now also very low here. It's a 6 versus 6. Not so Juicy is dead. SDIJ, can they bring this home though? Force drops the reactive armor. Tagging Bifrost. SDIJ, they are going for this tank. They lost WH though. It's a 5 versus 4. Super Mouse looking for Bifrost. Bifrost down to 1 shot. Force is now dead. Obaya has to pan that shot. He does pan that shot. It's now a 4 versus 3. There's still a chance. Sugar very, very low. King Blue Whale now down to 1 shot. Sugar dead. King Blue Whale has to stay safe for a moment here. 3 versus 3. Hit points in favor of RISQ. Again, it could have gone either way. The focus fire looks pretty good for both teams, to be honest with you. But there is some miscommunication with the movement. Obaya blocking Super Mouse a bit. Milkshake. And also Silver and Lisa. They're looking for Super Mouse, because Super Mouse has few hit points. Then Obaya, and he's being taken out immediately. King Blue Whale gets taken out by Milkshake. Important kill right here. Leaving Obaya the last man descending. And that gives RISQ a comfortable 3-0 victory tonight in the grand final of the 1. Air Silver gets killed, but I don't think this is going to change matters. Obaya, 454 hit points. Milkshake bounces that shot. Lisa hopes to put a shot onto Obaya. Does put a shot onto Obaya, but Milkshake will finish off Obaya. Oh, it's a bounce though. It's a bounce. Lisa cannot afford to bounce the next one. Oh, it's a bounce again. What is going on, RISQ? He's not going to allow SDIJ to make an unlikely comeback here. But Laurie says there is a skill issue right here. RISQ do have to prevent this from happening in the next Pro Series tournament. SDIJ impressive performance tonight. I think grand final, the last the last battle here, they've done what they could. Elitist gets taken out so quickly in the game, but they've made an immediate push onto Mandalorian, and they didn't send like essentially everyone there. I think they sent 3. Maybe they should only send 2. Maybe that will be enough. But in the heat of things, sometimes you cannot like think rationally, and that's understandable. RISQ more control of the game, and I think they seem to connect well a little bit better. They are decisive. Both teams close. I mean, this one is close. It was Brawl Fest. SDIJ is really good with Brawl, so let's remember this. And RISQ, on the other hand, they show why they are the winners of the APAC season. This is the sort of performance we are expecting. So well done to RISQ tonight. 3-0 against SDIJ, and they will be top in the group. Do we have results for other groups? Let's find out now. Group 2 we have Nomad 3-0 against Ankiro RY, which means they will win Group 2, and this is an important win for Nomad. 3-0 decisive victory. I think that's just going to send a statement to the rest of the APAC server clans that Nomad is challenging for top 4. On the other hand, ID 3-2 against EVG, that was extremely close. EVG, unfortunately, will finish in the 3rd place in Group 3 in such a competitive group as well. RISQ, will they win the grand final in an upset? If they do, I think RISQ could well challenge for a top 8 this season. Insert is still playing against GV, and that is still being streamed by XAFK. For those of you who don't know who is XAFK, he is starting his first season streaming tours. He is previously the captain, potentially. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's the caller as well, but he is in EVG or P1 or E7. Was it GSM? I forgot. But he's one of the most respected players on the APAC server, and I think he is one of the founders of the Clan Wars Asia organization, or the server. Organizes Blitz bets every season, and generally good interaction with other Clan Wars players in that server too. I do think this is one of the main reasons why Clan Wars in APAC has gone so far in the last couple of years. He is one of the main initiators, so he is a very well respected person. So hope he has a good streaming experience tonight, this season, I mean. And yeah, I don't know, I think I should send everyone to watch his stream now, because I have nothing coming up here. So yeah, so why not finish on a high note here, I will upload my the leaderboard and the bracket results to my server. For those of you who have subscribed to the announcement channel, you will see that on your server. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in a couple of days as I follow again the APAC server, second stage of the second proof of skill tournament. Until then, I will see you soon. Bye for now.